Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. It is Wednesday, October 1st. Welcome to Vlogtober, I think is what you call it. I could be wrong on that, but I think so. Okay, so today I am going to Hobby Lobby for my mom to pick up some pink shirts and pipe cleaners. And what else are we doing? I've already done already made my hamburger for my breakfast. Yeah, I know it's weird, but I've already had a whole pot of coffee, which is crazy. I did actually go to bed early. Early for me is like 10, no, it was 11 o'clock. So last night, and got some sleep. Again, I'm kind of on a weight loss stall because I haven't been 100% doing, I've probably been having too much cheese. I've had heavy cream, which obviously my body, I probably should not do the dairy at all. So I'm going to try to just do hamburger for this next week, maybe some steaks if we get any, but I haven't had any for a while. And yeah, Dawn gets paid Friday, so I get to go grocery shopping Friday. So I've been working on the cardigan. And anyway, lots to do today, but I will, maybe I'll do some video in Hobby Lobby. I'm not sure. We can take a peek at the yarn and any clearance I might find. So I'm working on the cardigan, and I was kind of referencing this one, and I wonder, I don't know. I think I made a mistake on this one because I think I should have added rows in the back. So I don't know. I might send it and see if it's big enough because they're size smalls. So I just don't know. And this one is, I used a smaller hook on this one too, which has me concerned because it won't be as drapey. Like this one is like drapey. This one is going to be more stiff. I mean, it's drapey, but it's not as drapey. So I don't know what I was thinking. I really don't think I added, I mean, maybe I did, but I don't think so because it lines up. So I didn't add the extra back panels. I mean, it fits Daisy, and Daisy measures the same as these girls, but I just don't know. So anyway, I'm working on, this is actually, here we go. This is the way it is. Okay. So here is the sleeve. I'm to the point where I need to make the cuff. What I'm doing is I'm using a 6.5 millimeter hook. And then these last two rows, I went down to a 6. So you can see it gives that natural curve there. And then when I do the cuff, I will do a 4.5. I think this is getting up and close with you. Sorry about that. Yeah, this is 4.5. So I'll do that for the cuff and give it some, squeeze it in. That's what I'm trying to say. But I'm going to do at least 2 rows on each side. And that will give it some extra room. Hopefully, I have not weaved in any of the ends yet, and I don't know, when you measure, do you measure like your sleeve? See, the problem is when you get measurements from somebody, did they measure it from the shoulder down or did they measure it from the armpit down? I mean, I'm guessing since they're size smalls that if this is the length of my arm, I don't know if I can put it on. Maybe I can. I don't know, maybe I got it too long. Might be having it too long. Well, maybe not with the cuff. I don't know. I should probably... Oh, do I pull it out? You guys, I'm like, I don't know. Because now if I add the cuff, it might be right at... It just seems kind of baggy. Dang it. Shoot. Wonder if I pull this out. Do you guys ever just have like those moments where you're like, you made a mistake and now you got to take out all your work, which sucks, but it's 8 rows. But if I take it out and I start the decrease with this one way back here, because I had it with this hook, so I could start it with this row here, that decrease, and then maybe only go to the pink and start the cuff here instead of adding this other row. And I did the middle and the shoulder in orange, so I think that's what I'll do. I'll pull all that out and we'll do the decrease. Well, at least the yarn we know will fit because it went the rows. So even if I can't use it on this sleeve, I can use it on the next one. But I'm happy to say at least I've got a lot more done on it. I got a little bored or sleepy with the Roadrunner, so I decided I would put a little work into the cardigan. And it's supposed to be Christmas presents, or it's supposed to be for Christmas, and I mean, I've had how long to work on it and I haven't done it. So anyway, working on both projects at the same time. And yeah, so that's what I'm going to work on. I will check back in here with you. I'm going to go to Hobby Lobby in about an hour. I'll check back with you and show you how far I got, if I got it done or not, and then we will work on the cuff. Probably, I don't know if I'll work on the cuff or go back to some Roadrunners or work on the other side of the sleeve. But it's funny how much yarn you use. So that's my plans for the day. I'm just like, I'm trying to list on the 50-cent auction, and thanks to Boatman, I think I had like 40 or 50 items that I listed. I have to list a lot more. I have to post everything before 7 o'clock tomorrow night for it to go for this week, and I'm really, I need to have it at least, I should have posted a lot sooner. I need to have at least $70 to pay for the storage unit on the 5th. And since I'm posting so late, I'm afraid that I won't have it. So a little bit stressed, but we'll figure it out. I always figure out somehow how to get it. So anyway, I apologize for telling you guys all my life struggles, but I feel like if I'm honest with you, then you'll listen, and at least somebody else out there knows what's going on. The kids did pick up their rooms, or at least Daisy did, so I will, again, if I don't do it today, I'll get down there tomorrow morning and take a picture of that real quick. And then I got some happy mail delivered by my aunt, and I will do a video on that too. So I might have a couple videos. At least they'll be done and I can get those posted so you guys can have Vlogtober. Yeah. So, but my aunt all the way from Oklahoma brought me 2 huge bags of Bernat blanket yarn, you guys. I am so excited. And like I told you before, I did find my acrylic yarn in the storage unit. I have not opened the boxes, but I know where it's at and I can get access to it now because we emptied some stuff out of there. So if my stepdaughter decides that she wants me to do the Roseanne blanket, I can do that too. Again, time. And then we have craft shows coming up. My sister and my nieces may or may not come next weekend, so I need to be like, while they're playing cards or we're conversating, I need to be crocheting. Like, I just don't have a choice, I think. I guess we'll see. We'll see how the week goes. But anyway, I'm gonna get started on this. We will talk to you guys soon. I will give you an update in about an hour and a half. Okay. All right. So here is the update. I feel like it's less bulky. So the only thing I don't like is this here. I probably should have done, I don't know, it just feels like it punches there, but anyway. So, and then I'll add the cuff. That'll give it enough room there. I did the 6, and then I went to a 5.5 this last row here. I probably should have done the 2 6s and then the 2 5s, but it's 2 5.5. So I used an eye hook, working my way down. And you can see the kind of curve here, which is funny because you don't see it on the bottom as much, but anyway. So I will start the cuff, and if I do my Passionate Kelsey's vlog, then I will do like she does and do the single crochet. I think it was 2 rows of single crochet, and then maybe 10 single crochets, and then do the rib. 9 or 10, I don't know. I might just do 10. And then I have to keep count, because if I don't count, I will drop a stitch. Because you're either going to drop a stitch at the cuff, or you'll drop a stitch at the end if you don't keep track. So make sure you count. And I've done it, and I've had to rip it out, and it's very frustrating. So it's just easier to count. I know it's a lot of counting, but anyway. So I did all that. I will probably save this for the other sleeve. These are all my little extra cuttings, unfortunately, but I'll use those for something else. And yeah, so I'm going to start with that, and we'll see where we get. I watched another episode of The Witcher. If you guys haven't watched The Witcher, I highly recommend. And the new season comes out October 30th, so I'm looking forward to that. And I mean, I love The Witcher himself. There's going to be there's a new guy playing The Witcher this season, but I don't know. I'll always be the official Witcher guy, but I'm wearing my fluffy shirt today. I'm less fluffy than I used to be, but I'm still fluffy in any other book. It still says I'm morbidly obese for my weight and my height. It's not great when you've lost, you know, almost 90 pounds or a little over 90 pounds and you're still morbidly obese. That tells you where you were to begin with, I guess. But, okay, I will be back in that. I'm not sure I will do another clip today. If I get one, I will add it on. If not, you will see me tomorrow, and I will do a yarn haul video for my aunt. Okay, bye guys. Yep, Louie and Bingo colors. Hello. All right, I don't know if I might have to voice over this later, but because the elevator music, hopefully that doesn't get me a strike. But I wasn't really impressed with like the Bernat blanket style yarn that Hobby Lobby has. However, they do have the best earth tone colors that I've seen, and they actually have a brown, y'all, a brown. Now, I don't remember the exact, I know the Bernat blanket ones are like almost $12 and 330 yards. So price wise, I'm not sure that's the best. It is 30% off right now. But look at, I mean, they've got some really nice, if you want like the fall colors. This is more cream. It's not showing as cream, but it's more like flesh color than it is on camera. Like a really light orange and a mustard. The mustard's really pretty. And then they have that light pink up there too. But you know, yarn companies have a hard time with browns, and that is the closest thing to a good brown that I have seen. This looks like the color that Lisa's been using from Happy to Hook Creations. Something pretty similar to that. And that one's only $4.99 for some reason. Yardage. It is 101. So actually that's a really good, so they're variegated colors are cheaper than, huh, that's interesting. Same amount of yards, but it's 50 cents cheaper for the variegated. Tell me how that makes sense, y'all. All right. These are, ooh, gosh. Y'all, these don't feel very good. This feels okay. I'll show you, I'll have to pause this and I'll show you, walk around the corner and show you the stuff that was icky feeling. All right, this is what I was talking about. This stuff right here, Snuggles and Kisses, it doesn't feel good at all. Or no, I guess it's a cuddly one. I mean, it's plush, but that's about all it's got going for it. It's not soft. The dye lot must be rough or something, because I can feel it on my hands. It's not. This one's soft. This one is not. I don't know. Definitely must be part of the dye lots. And these are almost like a velvet, but they're not that. They're not that great either. They've got some really good colors. They do have a brown, so that's working for them. So I guess if you guys need browns, might be a place to go.